It's time for Beau Dietl now, and please welcome to the program our old friend, Beau Dietl. Good morning, Mr. Dietl.
Good morning, Mr. Don Imus. How are you, sir?
I'm fine, baby. How are you?
Okay. Little tragedy over the weekend there. A couple of tragedies there in Norway. As this stuff comes out, it becomes more and more evident of what this psychopath did.
God, it's hideous.
He used the explosions in Oslo, Norway, to deter the police and all that away from what his real objective was. And his real objective was to go on this island where the Labor Party has this camp. Now, the only problem I had with it, they said there was a security person there, and he was supposedly unarmed. Now, again, whenever we afford security, I mean, if you had one person there with a gun, possibly that person could have stopped them. 90 minutes. Now, you mean to say they had no security procedures in effect? What if someone had a heart attack? What if someone got hurt? You mean to say there was 90 minutes it would take for a helicopter to get over there? I got a problem when you got 600 people together and you have people that's supposed to be doing security there. When you don't have an armed person, you don't have security. When these corporate guys call me up and they go, Beau, I need security guys, but I don't want them armed. I said, well, if you're going to get non-armed people, you're not going to get security. Because if someone comes, God forbid, on that ranch, I know one thing, Don, they're going to get a lot of firepower there. Your hands over there and yourself got some weapons there, and you're not going to stand there and get shot.
They're leaving wearing a toe tag if we decide to put one on.
Well, you know, it's just a tragic thing that this guy was enabled. He's using these dumb bullets. These are bullets that are like hollow points where they explode inside you. And he knew exactly what he was doing. Then he would call the people back as he was shooting them again and again. This is horrific. And, you know, he's got this stupid manifesto. Hey, no matter how you feel about what you feel, why you kill innocent people?
Oh,
you know
God.
what? Why don't you take the gun, put it in your mouth, and kill yourself and leave your manifesto? And everybody there, dress up in your uniform, put your medals on, and do it and kill yourself. Don't leave these innocent people alone. It's horrific. And then this other nut in Texas there at a bowling alley, he's peed off at his wife, and then he shoots 5 people and kills them. Why didn't you start? Put the gun in your own mouth. And before you kill anybody else, put it in your own mouth, kill yourself.
Wasn't it a skating rink?
Yes, a roller skating rink, and it goes on. And, you know,
well, these people, here's the thing, Beau. I often wonder what you wonder. Yeah. Why these people just don't kill themselves, and they kill a bunch of other people, and then often they kill themselves, and I don't know.
Yeah, but, you know, these are innocent people, and I just don't get it.
I know.
I don't get it. Now, with that said, we're all excited here in New York, and I know you're excited about the marriages, gay marriages over the weekend. It's wonderful, Don. And I'm for it. I'm for man meeting man, woman meeting, marrying woman, all that. There's one problem. When men are not going to be having children because, you know, they're gay, the population is going to decrease. With the population decrease, you have these sperm banks. Now, I'm very serious about what I'm saying. Like one man is the father of 110 kids. They go to these sperm banks, and then all of a sudden they use these eggs, and they use the sperm to have more children. The guy said he has 110 children. Now, remember the 6 degrees of separation? What stops now, honestly, in a community where these sperm banks are being used, where a brother and a sister will meet each other, not know they're brothers and sisters? So what I'm calling upon today is if we're going to have same-sex marriages and use sperm banks, what we have to do is we have to have DNA tested before you get married. Yeah. No, I'm serious. Just think about it, Don.
I'm sure you are.
You know, I talked about this with other people. They said, you know, DNA testing has to be done now because of this prevalence of fathering 110 children, 110, and 6 degrees of separation. Eventually,
sure.
You know, and then you're going to have. What are you
17 till the hour here in the Imus Morning Program. I'm talking with Beau Dietl. We're not actually talking.
Connell is rolling his eyes, Don.
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well, that's fine. Now, the Dominic Strauss-Kahn maid is speaking out. Beau, why do you suppose she is?
Well, you want to know something? I think she's a cousin of Amada Diallo, same last name. I think it's a cousin. Remember Diallo with the Diallo shooting there up in the Bronx? And I think that the defense realizes that the whole case of trying to get money out of this guy has exploded, and now they're throwing everything into the ring and see if people will feel sympathy. Now you got Cyrus Vance downtown, the DA there. He's got something on his hands here, and he can't just throw it out because people would say that he's curbing to this power. And then in fact, if they don't prosecute and if they don't try it, they'll say there was something was wrong. This is a tough case because the fact he said, she said, and it has come out a lot of evidence about her being a person that was talking about suing and all that. With that said, there's a fine line between, hey, you know what? Are you cooperating? Do you really want me to make love with you? Do you really want me to have sex with you? Or am I holding your hands over your head, forcing myself? And you want to know something? You can't force yourself on somebody. If she doesn't want to perform and if she's with you, that's a crime. And you want to know, it could get to a point where maybe she did, maybe she didn't. But it has to be brought into a court, and I really think that he should stand trial, and she should come up there. And if they find out that she's lying, they should lock her up for filing a false police report, because now it's has so much attention. But just to throw it out now is going to be a lot of racial stuff is going to pop up because she's black and he's white. Believe me, there's going to be a lot of overtones. I say bring it to trial and roll the dice. More money for Ben Brofman and all those lawyers over there.
Quarter till the hour here in the Imus Morning Program. Matt Lauer, NBC, talking to...
oh, my gosh.
What do you make of that?
Well,
Casey Anthony, Jose. Do you know Jose Baez? Or?
Well, I was on Geraldo last night. Geraldo knows him pretty well. And I'm going to tell you something. Honestly, if you followed the trial, he was like Stevie Wonder. He didn't know what he was doing. I mean, excuse me to Stevie Wonder, but, I mean, he was like blind in the courtroom.
Wait. Stevie Wonder... Wait a minute, Beau.
Yes?
Stevie Wonder knows what he's doing.
No, I'm talking about as far as seeing.
He's blind as all.
I apologize. That was a stupid
okay, well, I
analogy.
mean, but what...
All right. My point is, I don't think he was a great attorney. If you watch
he doesn't have his head in his butt like you do.
Well, if you watch the case, Don, you watch the case, he didn't really do a great job there. It was just the jury, I think, did a great job by taking the evidence that was afforded to them and coming back with that conclusion. With that said, they should have some kind of a Son of Sam law down in Florida for her not to make any money. And she is guilty, and I said it on your show last week, she's guilty of negligent homicide. Negligence, not reporting that kid for 31 days. What mother doesn't report a kid missing for 31 days? Now all of a sudden there was a lawyer on TV last night says, well, she deserves to get compensated. Compensated? She should thank her good Lord there that she ain't doing time for the rest of her life.
Well, did you stop talking?
Yeah.
Why would you do that, Lou? We got plenty of time. We're gonna get on with it. You got to stop doing that. Just banging a jingle out of here. So sometime we're having tech talk between Lou and me because Lou doesn't want to play any music. Oh, I don't know.
This is great.
I mean, I understand because usually we're short of time, but so I don't know what you said because I have to produce the show and do it. So because Bernard sits there and Bernard's great, but he doesn't do anything. He half the time forgets to even write down what those. So I have no idea what they're going to do. So I'm looking at the screen thinking,
Just stop.
You stop, Connell.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyway, what were you saying, Beau?
I was just saying about there was the attorney, one of the attorneys, not Baez, the other attorney last night was saying that she should be compensated. I said she's guilty, and I'll say it to the camera, if you want to sue me, sue me. She's guilty of negligent homicide. Negligence, not reporting. Not reporting a kid gone. Matt Lauer, you know what, Matt? Honestly, you guys should look in the mirror a little bit. You would do anything for a news story. And I'm not going to knock Katie Couric anymore, but Matt Lauer, I'm gonna knock him. He used to be on Channel 9 here in New York. He might be going back to Channel 9. Matt is a disgrace-itation. If they're gonna facilitate this guy and make money for that girl to make money, I got a problem with it.
All right, 6 minutes till the hour. I mean, not